Taiwan continues to report Chinese fighters and warship operating around the island. Chinese warships are visible near the Kinmen Islands. Here's a report now from Ground Zero by my colleague Gaurav Sawant, who's in Taiwan right now, getting you to understand what precisely is happening between Taiwan and China. Take a look.
We are at the northernmost tip of the Kinmen Island. This is the most vulnerable part of the Kinmen Island because at this point we are barely 1,800 meters from mainland China. And I want you to just see, this is the Taiwan Strait, and just across the strait, that is mainland China. That is Xiamen City in the Fujian province of China. And dredgers and warships of the Chinese Navy, People's Liberation Army Navy ships, they keep crossing this area, making this place extremely vulnerable. And that is why Taiwan takes absolutely no chances, leaves nothing to chance. The flag that you see behind me, that is an observation post of the Taiwan Army just across. This is a manned post of the Taiwan Army, and this isn't the only one in this part of the Kinmen Island. There is an airfield here. There is a runway. It's a civilian runway, but should the need arise, it can be put to military use. Now, that's right behind me. Right behind me, you see another post. That's an observation post. Again, you see Taiwan's flag. And just follow my finger all the way to the tree line. We are told that there are bunkers in that area from where an eye is kept on China at all times. Nothing, absolutely nothing is left to chance in this part of the Kinmen Island. Now, the Kinmen Island itself is about 150 kilometers, 150 square kilometers. The population is about 60 to 70,000. And it's not just one island, there are multiple small islands around. All of them at this point of time, not only very vulnerable, but many of them see deployment. There are Taiwan Navy's warships also in these waters right around us. What we are also being told, that combat air patrols are repeatedly and regularly mounted to ensure that China does not transgress beyond the median, and there are regular transgressions, 20 to 30 aircraft virtually every other day, and that is why Taiwan continues to mount its combat air patrols at all times. But the threat is real. Will it be restricted just to Kinmen Island where we are right now, or Matsu Island, or these smaller islands, or will China with its might aim directly for Taiwan? Every scenario is war-gamed. Effective military deployment does take place. All eyes now, as people in Taiwan tell us, is whether democracies stand together, whether the United States, for example, that had USS Ronald Reagan in the South China Sea, it's almost completed its patrol in its freedom of navigation patrol in these waters. If similar freedom of sea navigation, freedom of navigation patrols will be carried out, and also through the Taiwan Strait in the coming weeks and months, to send across a message, as Taiwan's Foreign Minister Joseph Wu told India Today in an exclusive interview, to ensure that there is no expansion of authoritarianism, and that is why democracies need to come together. With camera person Sachin Chandok at the Kinmen Islands northernmost tip in Taiwan, Gaurav Sawant for India Today.
So Sachin Chandok and Gaurav Sawant get us that Ground Zero report from Taiwan. Now remember, the situation may be grim around the island. The students continue to even now attend schools in full numbers. Here's a special conversation with a Taiwan school teacher. Take a look at what are the civilians there saying.
So at this northernmost tip of Kinmen Island, with me is Tina, and Tina is a Taiwan citizen from Kinmen Island, and you're a school teacher. Okay, now tell me, what's the latest situation here right now?
Right now, because of the tension in between China and America, Jinping gets very nervous. We have lots of military drills that took place over the past months, over the past couple of weeks. And yeah, it's been on the news quite often.
But are you vulnerable? Are you threatened? What's your take on the latest situation? I mean, what do you think will happen to Kinmen Island?
That's a hard question to answer. I do know that in Jinmen, some people are very threatened by all these military drills, but there are still some that think it would never ever happen. Like it's only threatening. Like China is only trying to scare us.
Are you scared?
I'm a bit scared because my parents actually went through that wartime. So from their experience, I feel like we should be more cautious. We should be more like prepared.